Boom. What is this? Is this episode 44?
Well, this is the dawn of a new era. Episode 1 of the new era.
Is that how we're going to do it?
Hi, welcome to the Jay and Dan podcast.
It's back. We are so delighted to be back with you. And yes, we've heard you. We know it took longer than it should have to get this going again.
But here's the thing. Our bosses are kind of concentrated on launching a national sports network.
Yeah. Now, I should say we probably, when we were negotiating our contracts with Fox, we probably should have said, by the way, we need the podcast to start right away and we need you to have it all set up. Thankfully, we want to introduce our new crew.
Well, I want to say it's probably for the best we didn't start right away. We had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. But first, let's introduce our new crew. So we went from having just Christoph and Mike to having a crew of 4 now. So this is how America works. In Canada, we had 2 people doing the podcast. Now we have 4 people doing the podcast. And by the way, we're doing a video version of the podcast. So apparently you can see us. And basically, it's us. It's Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks. It's a little hula girl. It's some sort of
monkeys in a barrel. It's a massive monkeys in a barrel.
An old monitor, 4x3 monitor that should have been thrown out years ago.
This is essentially a storage closet that we're doing.
Yes, Patrick's on it. Okay, so here's the new crew. Patrick is the social media producer at
If you
Fox.
follow Fox Sports Live, he is the one who sends out the tweets.
So go to @Fox Sports. There he is. He's got it. He's on it. And he's a listener as well. Jeremy's on video, though Mike is actually manning the video right now. Because, Mike, you're a digital producer, right?
What? So it's not in your contract to start record on the camera? That Jeremy has to do that. That's union.
It's a union thing.
I think he was kidding.
Oh, really? I never know. And then Jim is the new Christoph. He called himself a knucklehead, but I think he's sort of manning the boards here. And I should say, Jim looks a lot like a young Sam Kinison.
He does.
Have you ever heard that before, Jim? Oh, he has heard that before. Okay,
long,
very good.
Flowing locks,
flowing hair.
Just a smile from
lots
ear
of
to ear.
rage like Sam had. A massive cocaine and hooker problem like Sam had. What?
You did not.
Are you serious?
Wow.
Holy, no way. That must have been an insane shoot. Was there like hookers and blow everywhere, Jimmers? Yes.
Kind of like when Eddie Murphy recorded his song.
Oh, Party All the Time with Rick James.
Were you in on that recording, Jim? Oh, okay. Okay, I need to get some drinking.
We need some energy drink. We're not going to show you which energy drink we're drinking because we're trying to lock down a sponsorship with an energy drink company that I think you all know. No, you're showing it.
No, I'm
Jeez, you're a
not.
disaster. Okay. We're trying to lock down a sponsorship with an energy drink company that you all know we like. I don't think we have to say the name of it.
I poured it into my Fox Sports 1 mug.
So, Dan,
so
here we go. The podcast is back. This is exciting.
We're in L.A. I mentioned it's probably best we didn't do this podcast because we've been kind of busy.
Before we get to the L.A. stuff, can we just say sincerely thank you to everyone on Twitter who has been contacting us and asking us when the podcast will be up again. Patrick, our social media producer, has been getting just as many tweets on the Fox Sports 1 and Fox Sports Live Twitter accounts. So we apologize for taking our time, but we do appreciate your support of the podcast, and don't unsubscribe because this is just going to be better and better than ever because now we've got access to all sorts of great guests.
Donovan McNabb, Gary Patton,
Jim,
Andy Roddick.
The guy who runs Moe's Cafe here on the Fox lot.
Okay, so much to get into. First off, if you're ever making the move from Canada to the United States, sell your vehicle. Do not bring it across the border.
Yeah, you had a lot of trouble getting your beautiful Hyundai across the border.
I sent my vehicle July 4th. It is now August 15th. It got here today.
Now, did they explain what happened to it? Was it a Ferris Bueller thing where a couple of guys drove it around Idaho for 2 weeks and then...
I noticed the steering, it feels like the power steering doesn't work anymore.
Somebody had babies in that car.
And the tank was empty. It was like
bone dry.
I barely made it to the gas station.
Yeah, so somebody ripped that thing around New Mexico or something in the desert, and then they made some meth in there.
Why not, eh?
Yes, I love that.
So sell your vehicle, do not ship it to the United States. I thought the countries got along well. You went through the same thing. I went through at least 30 different pages of paperwork for one vehicle, let alone two, and at the end of it, I thought they were making up paperwork. I thought you'll sign this probably.
And not just paperwork, bank accounts, credit cards. Like, just make it easier. Just make it easier. These are two wealthy G8 countries who have a wonderful trade relationship. And by the way, Mike has just indicated something to me. We're not supposed to swear on this podcast.
Oh.
That is going to be tough for me.
When did we swear?
Well, as you know, I tend to work blue. Goddamn nerd, shut in. We're going to address that. That's the promotional video that was sent out via Twitter about our new show, Fox Sports Live.
Speaking of working blue, the man who delivered that line, Jeremy Taggart, he's actually in L.A. They're cutting some songs right now, Our Lady Peace.
Yeah, Our Lady Peace is in. The four members of the band have assembled here in Los Angeles, so we're going to be seeing him. We might see him later tonight,
Yeah,
actually.
we would have him on the phone. Two problems. His cell phone's not working where they are. And secondly, we can't get phoners yet in this studio.
Yeah, we're just getting started. And we would have waited, and done a podcast next week when maybe we had more stuff together. But you know what? We've just been getting so much feedback from you guys. We wanted to let you know what was up and say thank you. And this will be a little shorter podcast. We also have to say this one will be.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, this will be a little shorter one, Toolsy. I got to go get hair, makeup. That's the other thing. They pick out our suits and ties. We don't have to pick out anything.
Yeah,
it's fantastic.
So if you're watching on video right now, we get to show up, and I'm wearing an Expos t-shirt and jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Before, you'd show up at work in your suit,
Yep.
and now we go and put our costumes on before the
There's literally
show.
a wardrobe department, and they pick out ties and suits and shoes and socks for us. It's disgusting. Like, at the end of our 3-hour show, we peel off these sweaty socks, and the girls, they're like, give it to me. I'm like, you don't want to take this. Like, give it to me. I'm like, all right, fine, take it. It's disgusting.
After the shoot in which the promos and all that stuff with the big number one were done, everyone was sweating, and they just carried those clothes in a heap, and
Yeah.
I felt so bad.
Yeah, but that's what they signed up for. They're like, what do I want to do? I want to be a costume designer on a big movie. No, I'm working on Fox for these sweaty jocks and these loser Canadians.
I wonder if they have a conversation yet. They probably will, or if they haven't already. Which one of us smells the most?
It's definitely me, for sure. I'm
really?
a sweater. You know that.
No, Roddick said that he really...
Oh, he's got a sweating problem.
Really,
well, he is
stank
an
it up.
actual athlete.
Yeah,
Or ex-athlete, I should say.
I don't know about that. It's really sweaty right now. That's also from the promo shoot.
Patrick cut together some pieces of the promo shoot we did, so we're going to be commenting on some of that and telling you a little bit about it. The new co-hosts on our new show, Fox Sports Live.
I can say they're all great guys. Gary Payton, I thought I'd be terrified of. He's the first person who comes up to everybody. Hey, Dan, how's it going?
That's a pretty good Gary Payton, actually.
Thank you.
Yeah, you'd think he would be terrifying. But the one thing I noticed about Gary is that, and they were talking about this last night. So if you don't know, the show is Dan and I doing highlights, and then this panel with Carissa Thompson, Donovan McNabb, Ephraim Salam, Gary Payton, and Andy Roddick. And what they were talking about last night was that if they have a 3-minute segment to chat, that Donovan takes 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And then Ephraim takes 1 minute, and then Andy and Gary have to take the scraps. And I think what's happened is that it's a 3-hour show. It's a long show. So by the end, Gary, I almost think, seems to fall asleep a little bit. And I can't blame him one bit for that. We'll have Gary on the podcast for
and
sure.
Donovan has real estate working in his favor. He's right beside Carissa.
That's
and
right.
Carissa's the moderator, so
That's right.
he kind of gets in her ear first.
Carissa, let's be honest, is the star of the show.
Yeah.
She emerges, and you'll see it if you get to see this online, or I don't know if in Canada, if this is going to be on in Canada. I don't think
I
it
heard
is.
that might happen. I don't know.
We're not sure. Either way, we have nothing to do with it.
Yeah, exactly.
And
I mean like YouTube clips. and stuff.
yeah, that's what we're hoping. Actually, that's what Mr. Logue used to do for us on SportsCenter in Canada. Patrick is going to do that for us here. He's going to post a bunch of our intros.
Is Mr. Logue jobless now?
I think Mr. Logue is jobless. Oh, Mike wants us to get to some of these.
What?
Some.
You can find show clips on Fox
Oh, you can
that's
find
right.
show clips at FoxSportsLive.
FoxSportsLive.com. We can find show clips. Okay, so here we go. These are the topics of our promo that we did and that went out. And you could see the promo, I think, on Fox Sports Live.
Wait, you pulled an O'Toole. You got sidetracked. We were describing everyone on the panel first.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Keep going. So, Donovan.
So, Gary Paton, will Gary Paton get mad if I call him the Mitten?
No, I think he's probably used to it.
Okay, I'm going to call him the Mitten. Andy Roddick.
He is from Oakland, though, and from what I understand, people from Oakland are to be feared. That's what I've heard. Mike, is that
crispy?
Exactly. He's
Andy Roddick, very funny man. He saw my gut. Well, I had a suit, I had a button.
Your gut, by the way, for those watching this on video, yeesh, man, you've been packing away the Del Tacos.
Why not, eh?
I had a Chick-fil-A for the first time today. Wasn't very good.
No? Everyone raves about them. Aren't they like
Jack
racist
in the Box
or homophobic or something? Homophobic. All right. So
Jack in the Box didn't really like it either. I tried to go to In-N-Out. It was lined around the corner.
It's the best. I love it.
But Carl's Jr., I had a $6 burger there.
It's just like Burger King.
It was tasty.
It's like Burger King.
Anyway, so Andy Roddick, the button was hanging on for dear life, and you sent out that tweet. He said, America's been good to you.
It's true. A few people have been commenting that you've been packing on the libs.
Hey, I'm living in California, okay? I'm going to lose them at some point, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
The sun takes away the weight.
Well, the other hilarious comment, we shot a promo last Sunday in downtown L.A., and at one point there were tiny bowls of kale handed out to the entire crew. And at one point you looked over at me and said, do I have kale in my teeth? And that's when I knew. You were a Californian.
So Roddick, we've been rehearsing for, a month? He just showed up this week.
Yeah, he barely has shown up. Yeah, exactly. He's barely showed up.
The hell was that?
That was like a turn the page now. I like that. That was good.
No, Patrick had no clue what it was.
Oh, really? Did that go off accidentally?
Yeah.
Did Jim do that? Okay, Jim's like, I didn't do that.
Donovan McNabb, hilarious individual. I could listen to him and Gary talk all day. Right now, Donovan is convinced that Gary is 20 pounds past his weight
His
in which
playing
he played.
weight. Yeah.
So they
He
get
might
into
be,
that every night.
But Gary still looks like he could play. Donovan looks a little heavier than his playing weight.
Oh, yeah.
Just a smidge.
He's a very, very lovable man.
Oh, yeah. They're all very nice. Now, I should say something. And people have pointed this out on Twitter.
What?
You and I, when we used to do Sports Center, used to maybe have a little issue with Andy Roddick and the way he treated umpires and linesmen and stuff, right?
We told him to his face.
Judges and everything.
I told him the one line. I said, I think I said after you called out an umpire that you proceeded to, after your match, go and kick puppies.
Yeah. And
he laughed.
That's the thing. He took it well. And you know it's so funny, too. When we first met him at that one dinner we had in Beverly Hills.
What was the name of that restaurant? Ivan Drago's?
Yeah, it was Ivan Drago's restaurant. It was a Rocky IV themed restaurant in downtown Los Angeles. No, it was in Beverly Hills. But seriously, he came up and he shook my hand and he was so nice, and I was like, I'm going to like this person against all odds. He's a really
did you guys
nice guy.
have a moment?
Yeah, kind of. Like
Wow.
I looked into his eyes a little bit. That's when I told everyone I'd masturbated all day.
Whoa! See? What?
That wasn't a swear word. Mike says that's cool.
Really?
Yeah, Mike says that's thumbs
He's
up.
okay on the M word, but
Yeah.
not on anything else.
No, I said because as you know, I hate getting up and talking in front of people. Like I love talking on TV, but not in front of people. And then they made us get up and introduce ourselves.
Oh, we
like
had to
were
do
in
it twice in
kindergarten.
2 days. Tell us about yourself.
Tell us where you're from, where you worked before. And so I got up and said I had masturbated several times that day because I was nervous. And I have to be honest, I did do that, and I did feel better. Jim, is this like the Wild Thing video shoot?
Okay. Ephraim Salam also, he is a massive man.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
A massive individual who, during our photo shoots, he kept everyone in stitches because he kept not being included in the pictures. Ephraim was he's like, they're like, no, we'll Photoshop you in later. He's like, but I'm standing here now. They're like, no, we'll get you later. And he's just standing there looking at everyone get their pictures taken, and he's not in the group. It's
and then they photoshopped him back in the group picture, and it's just him. You know, the video. Only the video people will enjoy this, but it's just him like holding up the one sign. He's so mad about it.
He's going to be a breakout star of the show.
Yeah.
Carissa, you're going to love. I think we're going to get her on the next podcast. We were supposed to have her on this one, but we never asked her.
Yeah, we forgot to ask her. And it's my fault. I should have asked her, but we'll have her on the next one because we won't have time. This is a shorter podcast. We'll start doing, Mike, can we start doing hour-long ones? Yeah. Mike says yes. Oh, it depends on our schedule. Right. We'll make it.
Well, let's get out of that. We're in a 3:30 meeting every day.
Yeah, here's the other thing. Producer Tim, who, as some of you know, has come down to Los Angeles with us. I don't know what the hell we were thinking there. But anyway, producer Tim came with us. And so when we used to do the show in Canada, we would show up 3 hours before the show. We'd write the show. Tim would have it all lined up, and we'd do it. Here, there are so many meetings. Let's meet about the graphics. Let's meet about Dan's stomach. Let's meet about Dan's Expos shirt. Let's meet about Jim and his cocaine problem with CeCe DeVille from Poison. So many meetings. And it's like, let's just do the show. Let's stop meeting. So they make us come in at 3:30 to meet for a show that starts at 8 o'clock. It's unnecessary.
And here's the thing. Tim could have gotten us out of that meeting.
Yeah,
One day,
could've.
I had everyone in the elevator. We were coming up from another studio, and I said, Tim, come on, that 3:30 meeting, we don't need to be there. He could have said, you're right. He's like, no, you have to be there.
Yeah, because he has to be there. He wants us to suffer with him.
What a dick.
I hate him. You can say that, by the way.
Oh, I can?
Is that right?
Yes.
Yes, that's his middle name.
Tim Dick Producer.
That's good. I thought you were going to say his last name.
I am going. Tell me if you're going to laugh at this tweet. Once I find a Dick's Sporting Goods store, I'm gonna take a picture of it and say, "Hey Tim, found your favorite store."
Yeah,
just Dick's. No. Well,
man, I wish we had the Silence is Golden thing right now.
Will that not go over well?
I think that would be.
I
really
keep
good.
laughing about it in my head.
Well, then I think you should send it out to the world.
So yeah, we're here in LA now, and Carissa. We mentioned. Did we miss anyone?
Well, Carissa. No, we should.
Gabe Kapler was filling in.
Yeah.
Former Tampa Bay Ray, former Reds. He played for a lot of teams. Really nice guy. He eats extremely well.
Yeah. In great shape. He was like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
Did you see that picture of him in the thong? We'll tweet it out.
What was that?
What was that? There's all these great new sound effects on the show. Oh, it's going great so far. There it is. There's Tim.
Tim makes an appearance.
But by the way, Tim, it's maybe not as stressed out as I thought he would be, though some nights he's been pretty stressed.
Very strict smoking laws here in California.
Oh, yeah.
And our offices are on the 5th floor, so he's got to take an elevator down. You can't smoke anywhere near the entrance, so he's got to go over and like the Hall of Shame to have a smoke.
He's got to go over to like the New Girl set and smoke with Deschanel.
It's very cool. We drive into this lot. We're on a TV lot. So we drive in. Right to our left is a manufactured New York street.
Yeah.
Because they shoot all the sitcoms and stuff here. And then straight ahead is a massive Simpsons mural. To the right of it is a massive Star Wars mural.
It's pretty cool. It is the 21st Century Fox lot. That's where we're working.
And
we're the least important people on the lot.
Exactly. Yesterday, not to name drop, but I was behind.
Here it is.
I was behind Turtle in the cafeteria.
What is Turtle doing here?
I don't know. He was very well dressed.
But what do you mean by very well dressed? Like in a hat and like
his
a tracksuit?
His clothes look brand new.
Is it a tracksuit?
No,
like an oversized tracksuit?
He doesn't dress like his character.
Oh,
but,
okay.
So he's shorter than me, and he weighs like maybe 120 pounds.
Yeah, he lost so much weight. It's gross.
And then behind me was the former star of Northern Exposure.
Oh, Rob Morrow.
Rob Morrow. And then the guy who's on that new Dad show. Is it called Dads?
Oh, Giovanni Ribisi, you said, right?
Yes. I remember
He's a Scientologist.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. His sister is married to Beck.
Really?
And his sister is, do you guys remember Dazed and Confused? Well, we're losing it a bit here, eh? Remember Dazed and Confused, Jim?
What's going on with our audio here?
Oh, we're back.
Okay.
I think we're good. In Dazed and Confused, you remember the redhead that McConaughey liked?
He's leaving
Jim's
the studio.
not happy. Jim's
coming in. He's going to fix this problem.
The redhead is Beck's wife now. And that's Ribisi's sister.
So I remember
Jim,
him.
come on in. This is Jim, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Does he not look like Kinnison? There he is.
We're getting like static in these.
Here.
Oh, you can actually hear it there? Oh, are we switching? We're doing a mid-show swish.
We're switching up the headphones.
Okay.
Oh,
so
here we
there
go. Here we go. Like this. Okay, I'll take this one. This is fun. This is good podcast.
Sorry about this, everyone.
I will fix this.
Oh, that sounds okay.
Hell, I don't have a headset.
So you've got nothing. So this is just all me now.
No,
This is all me on this podcast now.
Does this one work? There, that's
There you
fine.
go. Yeah, that's good. I don't know if I can't quite hear myself. Am I actually? Oh, there it
you
is.
go.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, we're back.
Okay.
Hey.
So Ribisi, I remember as Phoebe's brother on Friends.
Right. Yeah.
And in one of my favorite movies, even though Vin Diesel's in it, Boiler Room.
Well, Vin Diesel's not that bad, is
He's coming out in a new movie, Dexter? Declan. Riddick.
Yeah, it's like that was another movie he did, right? And this
was
is this is a sequel or a prequel, Chronicles of Riddick, and now this is a different Riddick. That he's
ridiculous.
Oh boy, humor's sort of taken a step back since we went south the 49th.
American.
Let's go through these topics, Toolsy.
Were we supposed to go through them?
That's what we're doing. Yeah, we got them all listed here. This was the promo we did with the cast of
People
Fox
can
Sports
just
Live.
watch it, though.
No, this is going to be good stuff. First car, Patrick.
My first car, it's a 1970 Buick Skylark.
1967 Chevy Impala.
1984 Rabbit GTI.
No way you can get in a rabbit.
Beat up, rusted out red Chevy Blazer,
The sunroof that you had to.
and it was a lowrider. Had bench seating though, so it was perfect.
Yeah.
For the first time I got laid.
My first car is actually one I just sold for $600. I was driving a $600 car, and I'm 37 years old.
How
shaking
was
your
that
head.
your first car? That Lexus was your first car?
Yep.
That 98 Lexus?
Here's why. In school, I never had one because my parents had a vehicle. I
Fair
just borrowed
enough.
theirs.
Yeah, that's fair.
Then I went to college, didn't need one. I
Yeah.
got a job right out of college.
Yeah.
We had a company vehicle that I had, and then from college, from Vancouver, where I was doing airborne traffic reporting, I went to Fort McMurray, and I had a station vehicle there.
Oh.
And then from there, I went to Vancouver, and in Vancouver, I rollerbladed to work. And then finally, when I went from Vancouver to TSN, I finally needed to get a car, and I got my car.
So you bought your first car at age
26.
weird. Strange. Wow. Well, it's good. Hey, you're
And it lasted me 10 years.
you're leaving a very small carbon footprint.
That's right.
Very nicely done.
And people thought I was probably trying to make a bad joke about the $600 car, but it was the truth.
That's
and then,
what you sold it for. You were mad too. You thought it should have gone for more than that.
Yeah. And then everyone, of course, after watching that, everyone's like, hey, Toolsy, why didn't you let me take a deuce in your front seat?
It's true. I mean, for $600, you could have let people take deuces in the front seat. How great would it have been if we invited several hundred podcast listeners to just poop into your sunroof?
If you were sitting in that vehicle, how long before you puked?
So you put someone in a vehicle, and then you let other people poop into the sunroof, into the vehicle,
Whoa.
and then you see how long that person can last
The person wouldn't have to sit there while it was happening.
Yeah.
They go in the vehicle after it's been done.
after it's all been done.
Hot day, windows all up.
I like the idea of having the guy sit there as it's happening, wearing almost like a tarp, and then not
As
getting
jackass,
covered.
sounds like a jackass thing.
I think we should do it.
Hey,
Patrick,
Johnny Knoxville has a new movie coming out.
what's it called? Chronicles of Riddick?
No, he's the old man he plays in Jackass. That he goes dressed up as an old man
Oh,
and
yeah.
scares people. He's doing a whole movie like that, and he's carting around like his grandson and this kid actor. So it's kind of like Borat, but with Johnny Knoxville as an old man.
Sounds like Johnny Knoxville has run out of ideas.
No, I think it's going to be a hit. It'll win its opening weekend.
It might. Yeah, it might.
Did Sudeikis movie win an opening weekend?
You know what I thought was amazing? I was driving down La Cienega today, Dan.
I love that road.
And-
It's like a highway, but it's not.
As you've pointed out, this whole city is full of billboards for movies
Oh,
and
yeah.
TV
It's
shows,
everywhere.
right? And I'm literally driving down, and on the left side of La Cienega, it says The Millers, new CBS sitcom coming this fall. And then on the right side, there's the movie We're the Millers, the Sudeikis movie. How did that happen? There's a Will Arnett sitcom called The Millers, and there's a Sudeikis movie called We're the Millers. Come up with another goddamn last name. Damn it, I swore. Mike, I'm so sorry.
So did We're the Millers? Did it win?
I don't think it did well.
Oh.
I think Aniston is box office poison.
But they kept showing her
She
in
looked
that.
great.
I know they kept showing her in the striptease
She
thing.
looks better now than
Yep.
she ever did on Friends.
At one point, speaking of the billboards, at one point I was sitting at a stoplight in L.A. I turned to my left. There was a Two Guns billboard. I turned to my right. There's a Two Guns sign on a bus. And when the bus moved, there was a Two Guns sign on the bus bench. Gary Patton said, "Go see Two Guns." I said,
Really?
"Is it good?" He said, "Just go see it."
Really?
Yeah.
Should Gary Payton do movie reviews on the podcast?
All he does is just go see it.
That would actually be good. Patrick, here's another one. Childhood hero.
So here, wait, before you hit this, this is all the members of the Fox Sports Live cast answering these questions in
That's
case
right.
you didn't get it.
Who is my childhood hero and why?
As a kid, I would tape the old Late Night with David Letterman show on NBC on my VHS machine. I would tape it, and I would watch it the next day after school like some goddamn nerd shut-in.
That's so true, too. It really is. I would watch it every day after school. God, I love Letterman. Look at this. It's a hula dancer.
You don't see those very often.
I love this thing. Now, karaoke song, Patrick?
What is your go-to karaoke song? Easy, Penny Lover, Lionel Richie, My Hero.
Easily Tom T. Hall's Who's Gonna Feed Them Hogs?
I didn't know
Baby
that
Got
about you.
Back by Sir Mix-a-Lot.
Bust a Move by Young MC.
None. I sing them all.
It's Don't Stop Believin' by Journey.
Don't have one. Don't do karaoke.
That's Peyton. Peyton is a wild card.
Donovan, like you said, when you're talking to him normal, he's like normal voice. When he goes into broadcast mode, we were doing interviews for Fox Sports Live, and the question was like, why is Fox Sports Live? Why is Fox Sports Live going to be different? And Donovan's like, because it's going to be now and it's going to be live.
None. I sing them all.
He's very motivational. Like somewhere along the way, he got some serious media training, and he's taken it to heart.
That's not actually my karaoke song. I just brought that song up because I was singing it during the day. I actually try to find a Harry Connick Jr. song, and I usually belt that out.
Wow, that's a little too on the mark, I think.
Who's
little
Gonna
too-
Feed Them Hogs?
I don't
That's
even know
better.
I don't even know what on the mark.
It's a little
means.
too earnest. That's trying a little too hard, I think.
Oh, okay.
I think you should go with Who's Gonna Feed Dem Hogs.
Sorry to keep bringing up names, but we got to bring up Regis.
Oh, yeah, sure.
'Kay.
By the way, Mike has already given us the 10-minute sign, and that was 5 minutes ago.
What the hell?
Yeah.
What?
But this is good.
Why?
This is
this
good.
because Michael Hughes said that's got to be half hour? But no,
No. Hey, hold on. This is good. Let's leave Regis to next week. Oh. Let's leave because then we'll have lots to talk about next week, right? We'll leave Regis. This is just a little appetizer to tide
Okay.
everyone over till next week's podcast.
I'm going to send out a tweet while we're doing this. Say we just taped the podcast.
Perfect. I love it. Okay, let's go to Have Pets.
How many pets do you have, and what are their names?
My wife and I have 2 English bulldogs.
I have a dog, teacup Yorkie, a Belgian Malinois, and American Bulldog.
One's named Billie Jean, and the other one's name is Bob Costas.
Her name
do
is
like that.
Zia. Sometimes I call her Muffin.
I got one dog. His name is Bolo.
She sleeps with me right in my arm. This is her nook right here.
I named him after the big Bolo dude on the Enter the Dragon Bruce Lee movie.
Oh, right. I was wondering what the hell he was talking about. Dan, you have a dog. How's your dog doing?
Oh, he's great. When's this going to be out?
Oh, good
I'll say
question.
Details.
Tonight. That's right. Tonight
Well,
it's going to be
where
on
can they find it?
iTunes.
It will
Unbelievable.
be out tonight on iTunes. Just search Jay and Dan
And the Fox. Give Fox Sports Live a shout out.
and Fox Sports Live.
Okay, now.
sportslive.com.
Oh my God, this is the podcast now. Listening to Dan try to type on his BlackBerry. By the way,
I got a BlackBerry, yes.
so Fox says, "What phones do you want?" And Dan says, "Which one's free?" And they say, "Well, if you pay $200, you can get an iPhone." I'm like, "Great, I'll take the iPhone." Dan's like, "F that." You know, I would have said the word if we could.
Hey, this thing's tiny. It's like a pack of darts. Smaller than a pack of darts.
Oh no, but a new BlackBerry would find that's like from 06.
No, it came in a new package. Maybe they just had them in the warehouse.
They still had that's Balsilli's old BlackBerry from 06.
Old man Toolsy.
Oh,
There, I
that's
just sent the tweet.
Okay. Favorite pre-show meal of the Fox Sports Livecast?
My favorite pre-show meal.
That's a 600 milliliter can of NOS energy drink.
I'm gonna have 2 waffles.
Whatever my wife cooks that night,
Anything that's free.
although she does cook some very sketchy food at times.
Bacon.
I can't believe you
crispy,
said that.
Scrambled eggs with cheese in it, American,
One Tic Tac I haven't eaten since '82.
and some hash browns. I'm gonna suck it up.
Oh, Jesus, Peyton. Thompson, by the way, has had to fit into some very small dresses.
Extremely
Like,
small.
it's almost
She's.
criminal.
We have officles here. They're not offices, but they're not cubicles.
Yeah,
they've
they're-
got doors on them.
They're a cross between a cubicle and an office.
And Thompson redesigned her. She could be on like one of those Ty Pennington shows.
Yeah, she could be on an HGTV show. She like redesigned her whole officle within like a half an hour. It looks spectacular.
It's like a condo. She's going to do mine.
So she's going to do yours for you. By the way, did your wife get mad at you for saying that?
she's the one who pointed that out. I don't even remember saying that.
I can't believe you
She
did
actually laughed.
that. Oh, she did? Okay. Oh, she's a good person. Is she enjoying Los Angeles?
Yes, as far as I know. That we moved to our new house tomorrow on the beach.
Oh.
I just found out it takes an hour to get here from there.
Yeah, again, that's another thing. It took you, everyone told you it was going to take you that long. And you were
No.
like, no,
40 minutes.
it's going to take
I'm
40
going to
minutes.
get it down to 40 minutes.
It's gonna
I'm
take
going
a-
to find an underground route.
But everybody told you that.
No one did.
Oh, my God. Okay, one more. Best sports movie. And then we'll wrap
Ooh, what's the best sports movie
This
ever?
is so
Easy. Bull Durham. Bogo's in the front.
Y'all ever seen the fishes say Pittsburgh? Whoa, 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 whoa. That's what I'm talking about.
one's seen that.
Come on, it's Caddyshack, obviously.
Yeah,
Why-
that's the answer.
a stupid question.
They didn't play my answer.
Bull Durham, really?
They didn't play my answer.
Which was?
Field of Dreams.
Ugh,
What?
gag me.
Why?
So sappy.
We've talked about this before. The wife in that, she is the biggest overactor in the history of acting.
Who's the wife in Field of Dreams? Janine Triplehorn?
Sissy Spacek.
Sissy Spacek? It's not coal miner's daughter. Uncle Buck.
Yeah, she was the mom in Uncle Buck.
Oh, Mike. Oh, yeah. Who is that?
I forget.
John Candy's the best.
We've talked about it before, I think.
I think we got to wrap it up.
Holy crap.
This is fun, though. I feel like we're back in the groove.
Okay, yeah, this was kind of like we were lost at sea, but this is our beacon that we're
Yeah.
still alive.
We're still here.
Amy Madigan.
Madigan. What has she done lately, Mike? Are you on IMDb there?
What has she done for me lately?
So we
Who
got
sings that song?
Janet Jackson.
Yes, thank you.
Where is she lately? Is she just sitting around getting fat?
Whoa, come on.
You know she weighs 500 pounds.
No, not a chance.
Oh.
I'm having issues with my BlackBerry. It's not sending out emails.
Yeah, that's because it doesn't have the internet. That BlackBerry didn't come with the internet. We can give you a free BlackBerry, but it doesn't come with the internet. Sign me up.
BlackBerry now with the ability to make phone calls. Maybe.
What's she done lately?
Catch her in The Lifeguard with Kristen Bell.
Oh,
the
the lifeguard
with Kristen Bell.
Kristen Bell, Veronica Mars.
Okay, we better go do our real jobs.
Okay, well, listen, if you watched on video, thank you for this. This is a new aspect of it, and as you can see, we've just done nothing but go straight to the top here. Isn't that right, Russell Wilson? Russell? I think Russell should stay.
I wish
should
there was
stay here.
actually
barrel
real
of
barrel
monkeys.
monkeys in here, but there's nothing. There's nothing. It's
And we
empty.
want to thank you, Jim and Jeremy and Patrick. Unbelievable. So our new crew down here, and Mike on the camera.
And there was someone else in there. He was hanging out behind the screen.
He's over there. There he is.
Who's that? That's
Kyle.
Kyle?
What's Kyle's job? Oh, thank you,
Wow.
Kyle. Well, you're part of the team too, then.
We got a 5-person crew.
Now a lady has emerged. Who is that, Miss Grundy?
Now we have to. Should we point out? Did we point out where Mike and Christoph are?
Oh, hi, Liza.
Liza Minnelli.
You're
is
part
also
of the team now, Liza.
Liza Minnelli,
Yes.
also part of the crew.
Yes, before we go, Mike and Christoph, I know you're wondering, what happened to Mike and Christoph? Well, they are still working at TSN Radio in Toronto. The sad part of it is, though, they have been split up. They used to both work on the Drive Time show, but Mike is still producing the Drive Time show, and Christoph has been moved to the morning show with Mike Richards, apparently.
Sounds like one of them made a pass at one or the other.
I think my guess is Gentili rubbed his bald head into Christoph's crotch.
Crispy.
Ooh. I don't think you want your crotch to be crispy.
Suck it up.
We'll see you next week.
Bye.